Welcome to KDOL Community Spotlight, the Oakland Unified School District's Community Affairs Show. I'm Shonda Scott, your host, and today our Spotlight is a conversation with Dr. Smith, Superintendent of the Oakland Unified School District, to talk about the district's strategic plan. Can you tell us about what is a strategic plan and where we are with the plan now?
Absolutely. And first, just thank you for having me. I appreciate being here. It's a chance to
honor.
talk with you, but also share where we are as a district and continue to be in relationship with the community. I think it's great.
Great, thank you.
The work last year was really about an identity creation, right? Like, who are we? We're not just a failed district. We're not this district that was taken over. What are we going to be about? So the board, after that year's work, approved a framework. It was called Community Schools, Thriving Students. And that's really become our operating tagline. So now talking about how do we really become community schools where our students are thriving. And that's guiding a lot of the work this year. So we're in this design phase about how do we work different, share different, do different kinds of work. So this is initiation last year, designing the work this year, moving into this 3-year phase of implementation, and then in years 6 and 7, tuning and sustaining. And one of the things that really struck me is as I was rolling this out and talking about this last year, people were like, sure, see if you make 1 year. And now this year it's like, okay, well, are you coming back next year? I mean, there's still such a history here of turnover, right?
That's true.
Because I was the 9th superintendent or district leader. I was the 9th in 13 years. And so just the...
And like the 6 in 6 years or something like that too.
So it accelerated. And so the sense here of, you know, the next thing and kind of people kind of retreating. So it's been about inclusion, working together, and about people really having a chance to engage each other. So this year I've been really, it's hard, obviously, the budget, everything else, you know, in the state of California, seeing education funding plummet. And in Oakland, though, people saying we really got to come together. So the strategic plan work has been about creating a sense of shared responsibility and direction. So this design, we're going towards having actually the approval of the strategic plan. Last year it was a direction. So the board said, yeah, we want you to go do that. This year it's really about being clear about what we're going to deliver in the next 3 years.
Now, you spoke about the budget in relation to the strategic plan. One of our interns from Met West actually has questions for the guests, and one of her questions was, how in these economic times, how will you be able to continue to show improvement in the district with the budget the way it is?
Right. I think the biggest part of our work is how do we coordinate, align, and leverage? How do we coordinate all of our activities in service of children? And how do we then align the things that we are doing? How do we make sure that if I have $1 to spend, that it opens up the opportunity for the county health department, for a community-based organization, for the city to spend money on the same thing? And so being clear. So part of the strategic plan work, a lot of people ask, well, why are we even doing this when it's such intense budget situation? I think the clearer we are about what we're trying to accomplish and the better we can describe specific activities, it helps other people partner and be able to spend their money on the same thing. So if we can talk about high school graduation, as a result of our organization's work, how many more kids are graduating in Oakland, we can start to use different organizational dollars across the city and the county on that same shared
There's like
objective.
Economies of scale.
That's right.
Right, it makes sense.
Exactly.
Now, the district has had success in that type of collaboration with the health centers, with the county, the nonprofit organizations, and the school district coming together as far as public health community school environments on our school sites. Can you tell us more about that project? Because it's
yeah, well, in many ways, I think we're as far out there as anybody in the country in building fully functioning health clinics inside of schools and really be at the heart of these full-service community schools. And the Roosevelt, Madison, I mean, we're doing the kind of work that you would hope that kids would have access to, all children, medical, dental, social, emotional counseling. We've been really fortunate to have great leadership inside the district, support from Alex Briscoe and the county department, but also Kaiser Permanente just gave us a very big grant that's helping us continue the infrastructure. So $7.5 million over 3 years from Kaiser Permanente.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's really wonderful.
That's a great partnership.
They're the largest employer in Oakland, and they believe deeply in caring for all of the children, and they see our direction and what we're trying to do as as important to the long-term well-being of Oakland. So they've kind of become a lead partner.
That is great. Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
quite a bit going on in a couple of years.
It's really awesome.
Yeah, so good. So tell us, since you've been almost 2 years now, has there been a vision or a pet project that you've identified that you've kind of been working on behind the scenes that you want to tell us about, or just something going on?
Not quite behind the scenes. You're great. So the thing that I'm really continue to be really proud of is the work around the African American male achievement. We, in the course of the work last year, said all these bigger issues, the district, the community, we need to engage and give Oakland the organization it deserves, and public schools in every neighborhood that are good, and had to acknowledge really directly that African American boys are in deep distress in the city. And we were fortunate in terms of fundraising, in terms of people coming forward. So we fundraised. We now have an executive director for African American male achievement who's works as a cabinet level position.
Chris Chapman, we've had him on the show too. Great.
He's
Good job.
An extraordinary human being, great leader, kind, thoughtful, and just smart as heck about how to engage and get young people connected, but also community focused in a way of service to interrupt this this now structural pattern of inequity with the number of young African American boys who are not experiencing academic or social success. It's going to take a very different and much more collaborative and collective effort to change those outcomes. And Chris is right at the front end of that, and we're both funding it and now organizing ourselves in some different ways. Right. So yeah, I'm really
yeah, and you've been on the forefront of that. You haven't been on this behind the scenes on that project, and I really commend you for that, because the issue has become pandemic. You know what's going on with the African American males, and all of us are suffering because of it.
And so as we do the larger redesign, that it's kind of an idea of targeted universalism. We have to target and be focused while we do these other things, because otherwise you won't. You just kind of raise the achievement instead of raise and close. So we've adopted this stance of creating different sets of opportunities and kind of opportunity structures for all families in Oakland. And we think that the schools and school district can be a mechanism for doing that.
Great. Well, congratulations, and we commend you on all the success that's going on in the district. And thank you for not only being our superintendent, but being an Oakland resident as well.
It's great.
And a parent in the district.
Love Oakland, exactly. It's home. My girls are here, and yeah, just couldn't be happier.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. You've been watching KDOL Community Spotlight, the Oakland Unified School District's Community Affairs Show. I'm Shonda Scott, your host, and I just had a wonderful conversation with the Superintendent of the Oakland Public Schools, Dr. Smith, who is here to give us more information on the strategic plan that's making a difference in the Oakland Unified School District, where we have community schools and thriving students. Thank you for joining us. So what is it like being a parent in the Oakland School District?
Wonderful. I mean, I fortunately have a great school, not but a few blocks from the house, and so the girls walk into school, and I drop them off twice a week, and it's the community around the schools and the opportunity to know immediately the effect of what we're doing administratively.